just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say,
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. 152 years ago, on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, outside the town of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, there was a major battle. At that one three-day battle, over 60,000 soldiers from the north and the south were either killed, wounded, or missing in action. The townspeople of Gettysburg, upon burying these dead soldiers in a 17.5-acre portion of this battlefield, decided that since this had not been just any ordinary battle, it certainly could not be just any ordinary cemetery. It needed to have national dedication and national recognition. That date was set for November the 19th of 1863, and a lot of very important people were asked to come speak. On November the 2nd, just 2 weeks ahead of time, I received a telegram there in Washington at the White House asking me if I could come and speak a few appropriate remarks. Just a little short talk with the emphasis on short. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is rather for us the living to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that this nation and these soldiers shall not have died in vain, that this country, one nation, under God, shall not have perished from this earth. Thank you.
High School Marching Band.